Eagles fly high, reppin' the gang green. Podcast popping off every week, a new scene. All over the place, breaking down the scheme. From touchdowns to trash talk, living the dream.
Welcome to the Philly Gangrene Podcast, where we talk everything Philadelphia Eagles. We talk the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, this is the podcast for you. If you're a Philadelphia Eagles hater, this is the podcast for you. If you fall somewhere in between and can appreciate football, welcome to the podcast. Hope you're having a Philly Gangrene day. Hope you're having a Philly Gangrene day. Hope you're having a Philly Gangrene day. Let's get it. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I've been saying it in every single video. The Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl. I've been saying it in every single video. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. They're not just going, they're going to win the Super Bowl. I've been saying it all season. This is when you could do a split screen saying I've been saying it. Let me just get that out the way. With that being said, we have to win our first playoff game, okay? So 4 wins stand between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Super Bowl championship. We know that. Now, following the 14, now we tied the 14-win regular season. We entered the playoffs as number 2 seed in the NFC. It's okay. That's what it's meant to be. It's not a bad thing. I think this is the way it was supposed to work out. Now, the Birds will begin the chase for the Lombardi trophy the same way we opened the 2024 campaign, a matchup against the Green Bay Packers. Now, again, that game wasn't even on American soil, but that was a gritty game. And no two teams are alike. We're not the same team that first week, and they're not the same team the first week. Matt LaFleur's team coming as a number 7 seed for the second straight postseason. Green Bay last year became the first number 7 seed to win a game by blowing out the Dallas Cowboys because we know Dallas is doo-doo. Like I say that every video. Dallas is doo-doo. We smell it. Speaking of Dallas, y'all remember that whooping we gave them just in week 17? You know what I mean? And the first game too? Yeah, the first game too. Yeah, we gave them a whooping. Cowboy fans, they couldn't touch a broom for like a week without being traumatized with Eagle game flashbacks. All right, man. Shout out to Dallas. Y'all doo-doo. Anyway, back to the Eagles in the first playoff game. The Packers, they dropped their final 2 games this season, finished 11-6, capped by that Week 18 loss. They were putting in work. The Bears got to the quarterback, I guess, one too many times because the defense made quarterback Jordan Love exit with that right hand or elbow injury thing. Plus, Green Bay's without the wideout Christian Watson, who went down with a torn ACL. While Love said in an interview he felt good about his chances to play against the Philadelphia Eagles, Green Bay won't have his deep threat Watson, all right? But again, we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. We talk about everything. So that's what they're dealing with. Okay, we'll see. But the Eagles, we're dealing with what some people call quarterback uncertainty. But again, we know it's good. Things are progressing. Jalen, he's going fine through the progression protocol. He's practicing with the team. As we know, that's the final steps in clearing the protocol. Hurts is fine. No worries in that department. Hurts was sidelined, since exiting that Week 16 loss against the Washington Commanders with that concussion. But again, he's good. The Eagles are seeking their second win over the Green Bay. We took them down 34-29 in a roller coaster, man. That was a game played on like a slippery field in Brazil. But that being said, Saquon started, man. He showed us what it was about, because he racked up 132 yards and 3 total touchdowns. That was a heck of a debut, man. A.J. Brown did his thing with Devontae Smith. Combined, they had 12 receptions for 203 yards and scored one, too. Hurts completed 24 of 34 passes for like 278 yards and 2 touchdowns, though he did throw 2 picks and lost the fumble. But it's cool. That was week 1. Had to get the rest off. But the playoffs are different. Despite their impressive season, the Eagles' playoff success will define the year. Reasons for so-called concern. Some people, let's kind of go through and talk about what people talk about. Some people talk about Jalen Hurts' rust, since he's been out with the concussion since December 22nd, raising questions about his readiness. But again, we're not worried. We know he's ready. This is Philly gangrene. We stand on that. Tough first-round opponent, some say, the Packers. Now, again, we're not sleeping on the Packers because the Packers are well-rounded. They're the top 5 in both offense and defense. But again, we're not concerned. concerned. Concern look ugly. We don't do that over here. We're not concerned. Unproven passing game. That's what some people say. Issues with consistency remain despite, a resurgence before Hurts' injury. Some people say, oh, he don't throw the ball. He throws it when he needs to, where he needs to, how he needs to. We have Barkley. They work in tandem. It's a team effort. So again, some people want to talk about the inconsistent pass rush. They say sack production has declined, and we don't have a premier pass rusher since Hassan Reddick from like 2022 season. An area of concern that I can relate to. I ain't gonna front, because you hear it everywhere. That's the special team struggles. We're ranked 17 by PFF. Special teams been kind of a weak point. Unreliable kicking and costly penalties, and so special teams, we got to kind of figure some things out so we can overcome some of these valid concerns. Again, I'm not worried about the Jalen Rust and all that type stuff. It's just that special teams. Reason for optimism. We got that dynamic offense. Our offense is featuring Pro Bowl caliber players like Saquon Barkley, plus 2,000-yard rusher for the season. Standout receivers A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard back. Goddard looked good in that last game. Goddard looked ready. The Eagles offense, come on, man. We know it's among the talented in franchise history. That defense, Vic, shout out to Vic with that defense, man, is ranked number 1 overall, and in the passing has been dominant since week 5. Passing defense, the Eagles are formidable on both sides of the ball. All 22 starters, including Jalen Hurts, are expected to be available, providing a significant advantage because we rested them in the last week. We rested them, and I'm not going to front. I was on the fence if Saquon should go for the record, but they made the right decision and resting the players. That's the side of the fence I settled on because it was the smart thing to do. And we see how other teams, some of their starters got hurt in the last game of the season, and we took advantage of being able to rest our starters. Plus, we got home field advantage with at least 2 games secured. The Eagles boast a near flawless home record since 2022. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. We're going to crush the Green Bay Packers. I say the score 37-21. I say it again, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. The Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. However, there's a key potential headache for the Eagles. It's that linebacker, Eldrin Cooper, man. His emergence can be key in this playoff rematch against the Eagles. The Green Bay defense has evolved significantly since, the Packers lost against the Eagles, largely due to the rise of that rookie linebacker, man. Eldrin Cooper, initially limited to 11 snaps in the first game due to a hip injury, Cooper quickly demonstrated his talent, earning a top defensive and special team grades from PFF, Pro Football Focus, and his role expanded until a hamstring injury sidelined him for about 3 games. But upon his return in week 15, Cooper delivers a stand-up performance every game. I'm telling you, man, he contributed a sack, 2 pass breakups, a game-stealing interception. Cooper's rookie season concluded with impressive stats, man, including 57 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, 4 pass breakups, ranking him among the top rookie linebackers in key defensive categories. His speed, his versatility as a pass rusher have added a dynamic element to the Packers defense since that first game that we didn't face, man. So with this matchup coming up, we got to look out for that dude. We got to account for him. We take care of the ball. Everybody do what they're supposed to do, and this is going to be fine. The Eagles going to do their thing, man. And then after that, we'll take on who we got to take on after that. But again, with that being said, remember to like and subscribe this video. Have a gangrene day. Appreciate you. Salute. TvchPoint out.
Eagles fly high, reppin' the gang green. Podcast popping off every week, a new scene. All over the place, breaking down the scheme. From touchdowns to trash talk, living the dream. Mike's hot, stats on the prowl. Defense hitting strong, hear the crowd howl. We talk game day, holding the powwow. Breaking down